welcome back to my channel. So for today's Christmas video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing my top 10 Christmas films. So this video has been floating around YouTube for absolutely ages, and every single video that I've seen, everybody has a completely different opinion. So I thought that I'd do this video as well and let you guys know what my favourite films are, as they could be films that you guys have never watched on there, or the films that you've watched, you might completely disagree with my opinion and you might think something else and you might be like, no, why is that on there? Or yeah, I agree that that's on there. So yeah, if you haven't already, then make sure you do subscribe. The button is just down below, and also don't forget to turn on the little bell that is next to the subscribe button, as this is going to notify you every time I upload. YouTube is being a little bit sneaky at the moment and not quite notifying everybody that is subscribed. Press that bell if you do want to be notified, because obviously I'm doing 24 days of Jasmine, if you couldn't already tell, and if you've missed out on some of them videos, they will be linked down below, so make sure you go click them links and go check them out. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get on with the video. So at number 10 is Jack Frost. So I don't know if any of you guys have seen this film, but it's always been a classic film. I've always watched it, and I don't know why, but I just remember it. I just remember watching it when I was younger, so that's why I put it in there. There's no particular reason why it's number 10, like it's not as if like I hate it compared to all the other ones. It's just all my other films I do definitely prefer more, and I find myself watching more. But yeah, Jack Frost is basically where like this man turns into a snowman, I think, from what I can remember, and like there's like a family and everything. And yeah, I just really like the film, I just really enjoy watching it, so that is why it is number 10. Number 9 on my list, I don't actually know if it is a Christmas film, but it kind of it's like Christmas inspired. It has like Christmassy vibes, well to me it does anyway, and that is Narnia. Obviously as they go through the wardrobe, it's like a Christmas winter wonderland, like everywhere is covered in snow. There's the Snow Queen, and there's just like Christmas animals, etc. So I don't actually know if it is a Christmas film, but I've always loved Narnia. I think Narnia is such a creative film, so yeah, that is why it is number 9. Number 8 for me has to be The Muppets Christmas Carol. So The Muppets Christmas Carol is basically a remake of the original Christmas Carol. If you don't know what it is, it's basically Scrooge, and then there's a ghost of Christmas past, a ghost of Christmas present, and a ghost of Christmas future, and basically each night they come and visit him in the lead up to Christmas, I think. But I think the Muppets one is so much better. It's so much more fun, it's more entertaining, and also it has the Muppets in it. Who doesn't love the Muppets? I've always loved the Muppets. I mean, I'm not like a crazy like big fan of them, but I do love them. They just make it a lot more entertaining, and yeah, it's just a lot more fun to watch than the original one. And I like how they have like songs and like they brought that into it. It's just a lot more festive and more uplifting than the other one, which is a bit more like serious, if you get what I mean. But yeah, that is why a Muppets Christmas Carol is number 8. Number 7 for me is Santa Claus 3, and the reason I chose number 3 out of the 1, 2 and 3 that there is, I don't actually know if there's number 4. I don't know. Let me know down below if you know. But number 3 I just always remember opting for when I was going to watch the Santa Claus, because we had 1, 2 and 3 at my dad's when we were younger, but I would always watch number 3. I preferred number 3, and I like the Jack Frost character in number 3 as well. But yeah, that is basically why Santa Claus 3 is my number 7 on my list. Then for number 6, I have spoke about in a previous video with Molly, I think, and that is Nativity. So there is a Nativity 1 and a Nativity 2. Is there a 3? Again, I don't know, let me know in the comments if you do know. But Nativity number 1 is definitely my favourite. It's the original, it's the first one that came out, and I love all of the songs that are in the film, like Sparkle and Shine. I actually have a star on my door that just reminds me of that bit of the film, because obviously they all have their heads through the little curtains and they have a star on their head. But yeah, number 1 is definitely my favourite. It's all the original cast, and yeah, I just love it. For number 5, I know not many people have like watched this, because when I was speaking about it to Abby and Ethan, they both said that they had never seen this film, and that is Arthur Christmas. And basically Arthur Christmas is about Father Christmas delivering presents, and then like that's like his last year of being it. So he has 2 sons, and one of them is going to be Santa, but the whole film is based around Arthur Christmas, who is not yet going to be Santa. It's the other son that is supposed to be Santa next, as it kind of goes like in age order. So like whoever's the oldest in the family gets to be Santa Claus next, but the whole film is based around the youngest child, which is Arthur Christmas, and it's just such a really cool film, and it's really funny, really easy to watch. It's so family friendly. Like, me and Sophie absolutely love the film. I've always loved it since I first watched it, and yeah, it has a really cool storyline as well. Christmas is seen a little bit differently. Like the elves, they're not just like your typical elves, they're kind of like ninja elves. What was that I did? Never do that again, please. But yeah, that is why Arthur Christmas is number 5 for me. Number 4 is one of the biggest classics ever known, and I've seen in multiple different videos that this is people's number 1. However, unfortunately for me, it comes 4th, and that is Elf. If you haven't watched Elf, where have you been? It's been overplayed like so many times for me. When I was at secondary school, that's what we'd watch. Lesson after lesson after lesson of a last week of term, because the last week of term around Christmas time, it's kind of like chilled back and relaxed, and you do watch Christmas films, and it was always Elf that was playing. So I do absolutely love the movie, but it is kind of overplayed for my liking. But yeah, it is really funny, and if you haven't seen it, make sure you do go watch it, because it is really, really funny and really entertaining, and my favourite bit in it is definitely the shower scene. Number 3 for me is Home Alone, and again, this is a really big classic. Everybody knows about Home Alone. If you don't know about Home Alone, where have you been living? Because again, it is in a lot of people's top 10 Christmas films, but for me it comes at number 3, and that is just because I love the idea of it. It's so different to any other Christmas film that there is out there. I love how one boy is the main character, and he gets left, obviously, home alone, as you can tell by the title of the film. There's so much entertainment in it. I love the big family scene where they start fighting. I love the bit where, obviously, I don't want to give away the film if you haven't watched it, but obviously where like the 2 burglars come in and he's like setting up all these booby traps for them. Yeah, I just love the whole film in general. Number 1 is definitely my favourite, as again, it is the original. It's what kind of kick-started the whole Home Alone like series of 1, 2, 3, and there is 4. I do actually love number 4 as well, because that one's really, really different. It's not the same character. But yeah, I just love that film. That's why it's number 3 for me. Now, number 2 and number 1, it was really, really hard to decide, but I put it down to the amount of time that I watched the film. So number 2 for me isn't actually like a film that you can buy on a DVD, I don't think, but that is Sainsbury's Christmas in a Day. Now, me and Sophie have spoken about this for a few years now, and it's kind of become a tradition of ours where we watch A Christmas in a Day on Christmas Eve. Basically, it's like a documentary. It's only on YouTube, and I will link it down below so that you guys can go watch it, because I know quite a lot of people have never seen it before, but honestly, it's one of my favourite films, hence why it's in this video. And yeah, obviously it's second. It was really hard to not be first, but the first film I've watched a lot more than I've watched this one. This film's been out for about 3 or 4 years now, I think, and yeah, me and Sophie always watch it on Christmas Eve. Like I said, I'll leave a link to it down below, and it's basically a documentary of loads of different people's lives on the build up to Christmas and on Christmas Day. So people just film their lives of Christmas Day. So there's lots of children that are really excited, there's children that are crying, there's children that are scared that they're not going to get the presents for Christmas, there's like people that are living alone at Christmas, there's people that are just staying up until Christmas. Yeah, it's just really, really fun and really interesting to watch, because somebody else's Christmas is obviously going to be different to yours, but in some ways it may be similar. So yeah, I just think it's really, really fun to watch how other people enjoy their Christmas time and spend time together. So yeah, definitely will link that down below. If you haven't watched it, go give it a watch. So finally, we're down to number 1, and this Christmas film I have watched since I was a baby. It is one of the best Christmas films out there in my opinion, hence why it is number 1, and that is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So originally this was a book, I think, by Dr. Seuss, and then it came out as a film, and it's Jim Carrey that plays the Grinch. I just love him for a start, and I just love the whole idea of it, how it's normal people, but obviously they're called Who's, and they just, obviously they all look a little bit funny, and I love as well how the idea of it is set inside a snowflake. Like a whole massive Whoville town inside a tiny little snowflake. I just think it's such an original idea. I've always watched this film. I love it. Again, I watch it on the run up to Christmas. I can watch it whenever because it's just such a fun film to watch, and I just love as well how the Grinch, at the beginning he loves Christmas, then something happens which makes him hate Christmas, and then at the end he loves Christmas again. So again, if you haven't watched this film, go watch it because it is my number 1 favourite. And yeah, so that was it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. I know this was quite a quick one, but you know, all my other videos are usually quite long. Let me know down below what your top 10 Christmas films are, because I'm really interested, because obviously your list will probably be a lot different to mine, or again it could be very similar. So leave a list of your top 10 Christmas films down below, and if you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe and turn on my notification bell as I said in the beginning. And yeah, that is it for today's video, and I will see you soon with another Christmas video. Bye! Oh, I believe that Christmas just ain't Christmas without